If you are looking for bets for UFC 320, look no further. You have found the right video. How we doing, everybody? My name is Young Pasty, aka the whitest to do it, and I am here today to give you all of my official bets for UFC 320. 7 bangers coming your way today. And if you guys are wondering, Pasty, where's the parlay section? It's coming. It's a work in progress. Okay, I'm not going to put out an unfinished product. It will be posted in my Patreon. Links in the description, by the way, when they come out. Okay, I'm still working on them. They'll be put out later. It's still free. Okay, so links in the description. Check out the parlays when they come out. But this video today will just be the official bets for UFC 320. Now, as we always do, though, we have to recap last week. And let me just put on these boxing gloves for a second. Okay, we put these on every time we have a profitable week. Let's pull the results up here right now for UFC Perth. And yes, sir, look, we're up half a unit from last week. I'm not going to sit here and brag about it, but we will celebrate a profit, no matter how small or how big, okay? So up half a unit from last week's bets. Let's recap them. Bet number 1, got totally screwed. Jake Matthews should have won that first round with a submission. I mean, okay, ref calls the fight, says he's out with seconds left on the clock. That sounds like a win to me. But Jack Jenkins comes through. Bet number 2, Navajo Sterling over 1.5 in the Jenkins-Tavares fight. Hits with ease. Bet number 3, did not happen. Okay? And I'll tell you why. I was actually going to put Jake Matthews in my 3-pick parlay of the week, but things weren't sitting right with me. And I'm not going to put out a 3-pick parlay of the week if I'm not confident in it, okay? So 95% of the time, there is a bet number 3. But we just decided to skip that last week. And honestly, glad I did, because it would have probably lost if I put through Jake Matthews in there. Now, bet number 4, Charlie Campbell. Look, I just got to admit, it was a bad look. He got, he had some moments, right? He wobbled Tom Nolan for a second. But yeah, Tom Nolan came through with the finish. Looked damn good. I keep doubting Tom Nolan. I've backed his opponents and bet against him, multiple times here and keep losing. So maybe I need to hop on the Tom Nolan train. But yeah, Charlie Campbell, just a bad look. Bet number 5, an early added play, right? It happened, a day before the fight started, because fights were dropping left and right. So we had to add something. Thainara, and the fight does not start round 3 in the Perchich and Ellison fight. I mean, that just hit with ease. All right. And then bet number 6. This one saved it all for us. This was an added play. And make sure you follow my Twitter and keep checking the video, because I always post my added plays there. Jenkins and Olberg hit it for minus 114 at 2 units. That one saved the day for us and put us into a profitable night last week. I put it in right after the Jake Matthews loss. I was like, Jenkins is going to win. I had faith in Olberg. I didn't want to put it on a main event, but I was just like, fuck it. He's going to beat Reyes. And he did, right? So up half a unit from all 6 of the bets last week. We'll take it. That's why we got the gloves on. But we got to take them off now, because we're moving on into UFC 320. Hopefully next week we can put those suckers back on. We have 7 official bets for you guys today, okay? We sort them in confidence. Bet number 1 is always my most confident play of the week, and then it moves on down from there, all right? So let's get to it. Bet number 1, my most confident play of the week. A little 2-pick parlay. We have Puna and Edmen. Minus 110. We are putting 2.2 units on it. I love this play, guys. Both of these guys are going up against people that are they're stepping down in competition from their previous fights, in my opinion, right? Puna's going up against a Veretennikov who probably lost that Prado fight, definitely lost that Vanderford fight, and looked like a bitch afterwards, okay? Trying to fight after the fight that you lost. You know what I mean? Edmen Shahbazyan coming off a good win against a grappler-esque fighter in Andre Petroski, right? Picks him apart for 3 rounds and beats him up. Now he's going up against an Andre Muniz, who is old, chinny, probably has a little bit better, just straight-up grappling than Petroski does. But, I mean, Edmen's probably going to take care of him, too. Probably by KO, man. Edmen's been looking good lately. He's been working years on his freaking takedown defense, get up game, work from the back. You know, I got faith in both of these guys because they're stepping down in competition. They got power in the hands. They're going to finish their opponents. Puna, may find it by submission because Farid got no ground game, and Puna could probably take him down pretty easy. Edmen, it's going to be straight KOs and punches. So, bet number 1, Puna and Edmen, minus 110, 2.2 units on it. That is my most confident play of the week. Let's go. Moving on to bet number 2. We have Jiri Prochazka and Youssef Zalal, minus 119. We are putting 1.5 units on it. I really wanted to find a way to put a single bet on Jiri, but the odds were just too wide. And he's sitting at like minus 200 now at this point. And we'll throw him with Youssef Zalal, who is a heavy favorite against Josh Emmett. But I like both these guys to get the job done. Jiri has only lost to like Alex Pereira in the last 9 years. He's beaten everybody else, right? Khalil Rountree does not like to get pressured. Khalil Rountree ain't really that good off the back foot. Jiri is a monster. Jiri is crazy. Jiri will come forward with pressure and beat the crap out of you. He doesn't care. Okay? I mean, he always doing random side quests between camps, which probably, I don't know, somehow help him as a man, right? But I'm pretty confident in Jiri. And then you throw him with Youssef Zalal, who's going up against an old Josh Emmett, man, who still has a puncher's chance, okay? Josh Emmett is tough and got really fucking nice right hand. But Youssef Zalal is on the come up, man. He is surging. His second stint in the UFC is just win after win after win. Impressive, looking great, improving every single fight. Good movement, good footwork, great on the ground, good submissions. And, you know, he doesn't really pack a punch, like power in his punches too much. He's not a power puncher, right? But he's got some slick striking, right? He can catch you with counters and really kind of pick you apart range if he chooses to. So I got faith in both of these guys to get the job done for us. Jiri Prochazka, Youssef Zalal, minus 115, not minus 115, minus 119. We are putting 1.5 units on it. That is bet number 2 of the week. Let's go. All right, moving on to bet number 3, the 3-pick parlay of the week. And if you guys are new around here, or if you have not, please click the subscribe button. We are on the road to 400 subscribers, so I would really appreciate it if you could do that for me. But bet number 3, the 3-pick parlay of the week. We find 3 good legs. We put them all together to get a good number. Okay? Merab, Hardy, over 1.5 rounds in the Gutierrez versus Basharat fight. Minus 134. We are putting 1.5 units on it. Merab is going to do Merab things. Cory Sandhagen is a good fighter. Cory Sandhagen does deserve this title shot. But Merab will Merab. He will do Merab things. He will overwhelm him with pressure, takedowns, striking, constantly be in your face, smother you. Merab will do Merab things. Veronica Hardy is going up against a Brogan Walker who is super old, hasn't fought in 2.5 years, lost to terrible competition. Do I need to say more? Veronica Hardy is much slicker on the feet, can probably body her in the wrestling too if she wants to take that route. Hardy all day. That's why she's a mega favorite. Lastly, over 1.5 rounds in the Gutierrez versus Basharat fight. When's the last time Gutierrez getting finished? Right? And by what level of competition? Gutierrez, the decision machine. Whether it's on the winning side or the losing side. I don't see him chinning Basharat, and I don't see him submitting Basharat. And I don't see that on the other side from Basharat, because Gutierrez is experienced, has a really good record in the UFC. I don't think he's getting clipped or caught. And if so, it's probably going to be an accumulation of damage in the later rounds. At least past over 1.5 rounds. So, Merab, Hardy, over 1.5 rounds in the Gutierrez versus Basharat fight. Minus 134. We are putting 1.5 units on it. Let's go. Moving on to bet number 4. We are doubling down on Merab Dvalishvili. Minus 5.5. Minus 120. We are putting 1.2 units on it. Yes, we're hitting him up on the spread. Minus 5.5. If you don't know what that means, I'll put the little description on here. Basically, he just needs to win by decision, or, he can win it by finish or submission. That bet will automatically hit if he wins by finish. But if it goes to a decision, he needs to win by at least 6 points. So what I'm expecting, right, is honestly probably a 49-46, 49-46, 49-46, right? I'll give Cory Sandhagen a round that he can win. Merab will probably win 4 rounds. If that happens on all the judges' scorecards, that's 9 points. That covers our number easy. We only need 6 points, okay? So that's what I'm saying here. And again, Merab will do Merab things. I just don't think Cory Sandhagen I mean, yes, he has a chance, but it's just very slim, right? Merab is considered here probably one of the best bantamweights of all time, if not the best. So we're gonna back him. If he wins by finish, this bet auto hits. If it goes to decision, he just needs to basically dominate the fight. So bet number 4, Merab minus 5.5 on the scorecards. Minus 120, we are putting 1.2 units on it. Let's go. All right, moving on to bet number 5. Fight does not go the distance. In the Patchy mix versus Jakub, I don't know how to say his last name, fight. Plus 105, we are putting 1 unit on it. I think Patchy mix finds a submission here, guys. I do. He's supposed to be this great, intense grappler. He had a tough debut versus Mario Bautista where he looked like complete shit, right? Now you got Jakub coming in with his UFC debut. Patchy mix has been under the lights. Patchy mix has won countless dollars in UFC, right? He really needs to put on here or the UFC ain't going to back him too much from this point on. And fuck, if he does not do that too good, maybe he's dropping the ball again. Jakub is a solid grappler, has crazy submissions, a nasty gilly. It could be a grappling battle and we could find a submission on either side. But either way, maybe one of them gets top position, right? And starts going away and hammering and beating the crap out of him with strikes. Again, either way, I think it's going to be a grappling fest. I don't think we're going to see too much striking on the feet. They're going to be holding each other and on the ground and next to each other basically the whole fight. I think somebody finds a finish, okay? It doesn't matter who wins. I think Patchy Mix wins. I hope Patchy Mix wins, by the way. But either way, we need a finish to happen. Plus 105. We're putting 1 unit on it. That is bet number 5 of the week. Let's go. Bet number 6. We're coming back at you with plus money. We got Joosang, the underdog. Plus 120. We are putting 1 unit on it. He's going up against Wiklacz, Daniel Santos, who fighting out of Chute Box Diego Lima, who, I mean, that gym's been riding off some pretty good wins and actually has looked pretty impressive here lately. They had a bad run in the past, and I really wasn't backing them when all those guys were on their bad run there, but they're looking pretty solid here in the past 6-8 months. Anyway, going up against a Joosang. Honestly, I think he's the Korean Connor. The way he was moving around in the octagon and hit that dude with the check left hook, dude. Ooh. Jekka, I mean, is an easy guy to knock out, right? I mean, dude's super chinny, and it was an easy layup for Joosang in his first fight, and that's why he was a massive favorite. So you see him here at an underdog going up against a Wiklacz, who has some fights in the UFC, who is constantly pulling out of fights in the UFC, has kind of underwhelmed us. Yes, he looked good in his last fight. Okay, I'll give you that. But, I mean, Joosang is much better than his previous opponent. Okay? So, I mean, he keeps fighting Koreans for some reason. So now we got another Korean here in Joosang. But, dude, I mean, even I just think he's going to pick him apart from range. Joosang is really good from distance, has great distance striking. Again, he's looking like fucking Conor out there. Conor McGregor, dude, in his early days. I think Joosang ain't nothing to mess with here. I think he finds a knockout over Wiklacz. And if it goes into the later rounds, maybe Wiklacz got that chin, right? Maybe he can hold that up there for the whole fight. Joosang can pick him apart for 3 rounds. He's won fights by decision, too. So I'm going with the Korean prospect. Give me Joosang plus 120. We are putting 1 unit on it. Let's go. All right, moving on to bet number 7, our last bet of the video. We have Patchy Mix and Joe Pyfer. Minus 122. We are putting 0.75 units on it. These are 2 fighters that are supposed to win their fights. They should. I picked both of them in my picks video. I did it with some hesitancy. However, after doing more film study, after thinking about it a little bit more, they're going to get the job done. Okay? Let's not overlook the obvious. Patchy Mix is the much better grappler than Jakub. Joe Pyfer is the much better striker than Abus. And Joe Pyfer ain't no slouch on the mat. He has grappling experience in wrestling too. Okay? Abus is chinny. He is. Jakub's a wild man. Probably going to leave himself exposed a lot. So I think both these guys probably find a finish, but we're just going to back them on the money line. Patchy Mix, Joe Pyfer, minus 122. We are putting 0.75 units on it. That is bet number 7 of the week. Let's go. And that that's it, guys. Those are the 7 official bets for UFC 320. If you have made it this far in the video, thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Please click that subscribe button for me if you have not. We are on the road to 400 subscribers. I'm trying to hit 500 by the end of the year, so if you can help me hit my goal, I would really appreciate it. It's just a little digital button you got to click, okay? Just a little digital button. If you want to go even further, Patreon is free. Links in the description. That's where you can see all of my bets when I place them, and that's where you can see the parlays when they're posted, because they're not going to be in this video here. I'm not going to put all my parlays in the pinned comment. That'll only be changes for my bets or added plays. So, yeah, check out the Patreon. It's free. Links in the description. Let's have another winning week here for UFC 320. Young Pasty, out.